Good morning again. I am still sitting here with Kevin Lollock. He is the Regional Product Manager for our operating systems and developer platforms here at Zebra. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Mark.
So we've been talking about Android primarily today, as well as legacy versions of Windows. Everybody's heard about Windows 10 coming. They may have it on their PC at home or maybe their laptop that their organization supplies for them. What's the current status of Windows 10 for like rugged mobile devices?
Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Especially keeping an eye on the market the way we do. Windows 10, I think, is top of mind for a lot of organizations, especially those that feel that they're invested in Windows 10 as a platform. Windows 10, actually for rugged mobile devices, is now Windows 10 IoT Mobile Enterprise.
Windows 10 IoT Mobile Enterprise. That's the formal name that Microsoft is saying now.
Yeah,
Okay.
at least it is today.
Okay,
So,
got it.
but what's interesting about that platform, and the reason that a lot of people are really attracted to it is because they feel safe with Microsoft, right? They feel
It's comforting. I mean,
it's
they're
comforting.
familiar with it, right?
Right. And they also have gone through an experience over the last 12 years that I was basically able to take my entire development environment and build CAD files that will run on one platform to the next platform and so on. When it comes to Windows 10, there's not going to be a magic bullet that allows you to take a CAD file that you run currently today and run it on Windows 10. It's going to have to be an application rebuild or a rewrite in order to be able to go from your legacy platform into a new platform going forward. So it's going to be an interesting inflection point, as we see the adoption of Windows 10 IoT Mobile Enterprise going forward, in order to be able to carry to see how it impacts the customers and see how it impacts the partners. Microsoft is making investments to help ease that migration, right? They just bought Xamarin, for
Yeah,
example.
I heard that.
Xamarin basically provided a framework that allowed people using .NET or C# to now use Visual Studio in developing cross-platform applications. But to that degree, they're still going to have to rewrite or rebuild their applications. The majority of the APIs that we're familiar with from a legacy standpoint are deprecated when it comes to Windows 10. So there's going to be a lot of heavy lifting that needs to be done as well.
Right. So just to clarify, Microsoft from going from like Windows 6.5, the legacy version of Windows 6.5, to Windows 8, and I guess even Windows 10, they have basically cut the cord, deprecated 89% of the APIs.
Exactly.
Which is why their hands being forced people's hands are being forced,
Yes.
whether they realize it or not, to do something.
Yeah. And if you think about this inflection point that we're at, based on the other videos that we did previously, this inflection point of people making a decision or making an investment in technology, they're going to have to choose a path to go. Do I want to go Android? Do I want to go Windows 10? If I go either path, I'm going to have to do an application rebuild or a rewrite anyway.
Okay.
To do that.
So in another video, I'm going to ask you about some of the different choices that partners or end users have. But as far as Windows 10 goes, what are Zebra's plans for this year for Windows 10? Because obviously no shortage of Android devices we've been releasing.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And since we are constrained of having to build to a platform or design spec for Microsoft, we are going to come out with 5 devices this year that will support Windows 10 as an operating system. So it's again going to be an interesting market as we proceed through 2016 and beyond.
Excellent. So for all those people who thought that Zebra a couple of years ago was just trying to ram Android down everyone's throat, our plan is to be a dual OS organization as long as Microsoft gives us the flexibility to do so.
Exactly.
Excellent.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.